we'll work very closely with a client when they're hiring somebody, and they will cooperate all the way through the interview process. They will ask us to put out a verbal job offer, and then the candidate will accept. At that point then, the client is hugely relieved, we get a start date, and they're on to the next thing. And in a lot of cases, we can spend the next week chasing the client, urging them to get a job offer out in writing, because they can drop on the admin piece. So I think engaging with that new employee after the job has been accepted and before the start date is really important. And that can include sending on company updates, including them in emails, inviting them to social events that could be going on with the social club. And they don't have to go, but at least they've been included and they've been invited. So start thinking of them as a current employee, not a potential one. And remember, even the most experienced people will be nervous on their first day. So I would strongly urge any employer to really think about those first few hours and what the candidate's experience is going to be. It's a personal approach. It's been met at reception by either your direct line manager or one of your colleagues, who will take the time to give you another tour of the workplace to show you all the basics around where kitchen facilities are, bathroom facilities, where your desk is. Take them to the local coffee shop, introduce them to some colleagues. Don't expect to just put them at a desk and get them working, but I think it has to be a personal touch. So a sponsor on day one is a really, really important thing. I think a 3-month induction program is a really good and worthwhile exercise to do. It doesn't have to be an intense 3 months, but there has to be touch points with line managers and check-ins. I think the best pressure, both good and bad, comes from peers in an organisation, and it might come from bottom up instead of top down. So if you have hired someone who you think is a potentially very high achiever, put them with your best people. Let them set the tone, let your current employees set the pace, so that person can quickly understand what the group norm is and what good looks like in that team or that organisation.